Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson. People do impressions of. I'm told you do a pretty mean Owen Wilson.
I do, yeah. I learned that when probably over 10 years ago. I remember trying it out at the Haha Cafe open mic when I was 17. No one knew who he was in the crowd. They were like, "Who's Owen?" And I was ahead of the time.
Owen Wilson knows that you do an impression of him, right?
Yeah. 3 years ago, my dad met him at a job site. My dad's a fence contractor. If you need a gate, Conan, you let me know, and I'll let my dad know.
Sure, I would be honored to have your dad build me a gate. I would.
I'm just picturing a gate around you.
Yeah, I want a gate surrounding. I want a gate that separates myself from my son. That's what I want. From my 14-year-old son, yeah.
My dad was working at a house in Malibu, okay, putting up a gate, and he sees Owen walk by, and he goes, "Hey, Owen, I'm Melissa Villaseñor's dad. She does an impression of you." And then Owen goes, "Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty good. Yeah, wow, it's very good." And then they were chatting for a while, and then at the end of the conversation, my dad goes, "Hey, Owen, be careful over there, okay? Because there's a beehive. Just watch out." And Owen goes, "Okay, thanks, yeah." And then 3 years later, I meet Owen, and I go, "Owen, I love you so much. Oh, man, nice to meet you." And then the first thing he says is, "I met your dad. He helped me out with some bees." Yeah.
He helped me out with some
bees.
Yes.
Exactly
yes.
that.
I love that if you hadn't known what he was talking about, that would have been so funny.
Yeah.
If God hadn't told you and you met Owen. If I met Owen Wilson and he just said, "Yeah, I met your dad. He helped me out with some bees," I would love it. I would love not knowing the context. That would be a lot of joy. You talk about your dad. Are your parents funny? Did you get your sense of humor from your parents?
Yeah, I did. My dad is the goofy one, the people pleaser. He's sensitive. He loves musicals. My mom is like the honest, just, sometimes she's just brutally honest, sometimes she'll look at me and she'll go like, "Your mustache is coming in. Take care of that. You're on a show now." So there's, but they're so different. They're kind of like, I share this on stage. They're like, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Boy, see, I know. I watch all the classics. Okay. Good for me.
Good for you. You got to give me a chance to say good for you. Okay. Good for me. You got to give someone a chance.
All right.
By the way, I give to charities, and that makes me a great guy. But anyway, so the classic: Steve Martin, John Candy, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah. So on our VHS cover in the 90s, my dad wrote his name next to John Candy's character and my mom next to Steve Martin. Okay. And so they have arguments like in the movie. I've heard them in their room. Like my mom would be like, "Mike, not everyone needs to like you, okay? People don't like me. I'm okay with it. You don't see me crying." My dad's like, "Stop it, Lupe. The kids were having a tough week. I was trying to make them laugh. They don't like you, Mike. Nobody likes you." And I walk in like, "Mom and Dad, are you guys okay?" My mom's like, "I'm okay. Your dad's crying. Nobody likes him." But he gets upset when someone dislikes him and he wants to fix it.
I identify with your dad, and I don't think I could stand. That's rough. First of all, Your mom doesn't sound like she's being brutally honest. I'm sure there are people who like your dad. Nobody likes you. That's not honest. That's cruel. You can't say that to anybody.
I mean, sometimes when he's, a little geeky or something, my mom will be like, "If I knew you in school, I'd beat you up."
Well, it sounds like a very loving relationship.
It's really, it balances out. It's pretty fun.
It's also, you got to have parents like that to get you into comedy. That's the reason to do it, Yeah.
And I think I'm like that. I think I'm silly, but I could also be pretty pissed and honest.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Are you mad at me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want you mad at me, so I'll just, I'll do my best to behave.